Hello and welcome everybody. It's Bear from Living Fabulously. And today, can you believe it? We are on idea number 6 of 12 ways to detox naturally. Now, in summary, we have already talked about the benefits and properties of drinking apple cider vinegar when you first wake up. And then we spoke about the need to drink organic tea because of the heavy burden of pesticides in conventional tea. We then moved on to your skin being the largest organ and that your body wash matters, because if you're adding in toxins by your body, which is the largest organ, it actually is then absorbing that into the bloodstream. And then we spoke about toothpaste, and we talked about the need to have toothpaste that's not filled with chemicals, because your mouth, the lining of your mouth and your gums is highly absorbent. And then yesterday we spoke about the fact that deodorant and antiperspirant contains aluminium salts, and that creates a problem for the body in terms of blocking the progress of sweat. And that's how our bodies naturally detox, is through our sweat. So by blocking them, we can create all sorts of problems, and there's a known link to breast cancer in women. So today we're here to talk about the filtered elixir, which is about water. And with the last 2 weeks, so in a podcast and also on a Facebook Live, I spoke about the sources of toxins in water. So take a listen to those if you need to inform yourself further. But what I would like to suggest is that there is no need not to filter your water. So a lot of us think that tap water is safe, and I'll just give you the headline, is that the Environmental Working Group found more than 140 contaminants from tap water. So it's a really important topic, and an easy way to detox naturally is if you don't put it in your body in the first place. So one of the ways to do that and protect yourself is to drink filtered water. So you take anything from the one end of the spectrum is a sort of what I would call a disc or cartridge based carbon filter, right up to a multi-stage filter that actually goes through several cartridges, but it needs to obviously maintain the minerals in your water as well. So we definitely want to get rid of things like fluoride and heavy metals and particles, so that are floating in the water. So what I wanted to share today is my idea is to use something like this Brita filter. So this is what I would call a carafe, and it's got the most amazing technique in that you fill the water in. So if I take this lid off, you fill it in through the inner canister, and then it's got an outer canister, and as you fill in there, it goes through this carbon filter at the bottom, and then it floats up to the side. So this cartridge actually holds 1.3 liters. Didn't think to look at that. Sorry to my American audience. Didn't think to look at that in your measurement. But the other thing I love about this is, I hope you can see this, is that it actually has an indicator on the top. So it's almost time for me to replace this cartridge. So what I do is when I obviously use it for the first time, you wash and clean everything, you put in a new carbon filter, you rinse it through at least twice, 3 times. That's what I do. On this one, they didn't talk about filtering it through 3 times, but on this one, which is the jug version, they tell you to filter this one 3 times. So I would filter it. Then obviously you set that little dial, and it actually goes to 100%, and then it will filter up to 150 liters, or it's over 4 weeks. So if you're away, just know that you need to make note that you're away for a week, so you could let it go longer than the timer actually says. But it's also important to maintain and change those filters regularly, as well as wash the container. But my ideal, and this is what I'll be doing when I've renovated my kitchen, is actually installing a new filter, which actually is multi-stage. And I do wish I could afford to filter all the water that comes into my house, but I can't. So I'm starting with an under sink installation of a multi-stage filter. So I hope that's helpful for you today. And remember, that was tip number 6. And if you haven't yet downloaded your 12 ways to detox naturally, please feel welcome to do so. Bye for now. And remember, let's live the fab life together.